WerewolfLydia here, and welcome back to a new Living Dead Dolls review on my channel. So today, again, I'm back on the Living Dead Dolls reviewing side because I haven't done a Living Dead Dolls review in a really long time, and I apologize for that. But I have some new dolls now and I will be able to do the reviews of them. So today, as you can see, I'm doing a retro review actually, because this is Tragedy, and as far as I know, she came out pretty long time ago in the Living Dead Dolls world, and I just happened to find her on a really good price, so that's why I grabbed her, and I think she's super pretty. And she was a Hot Topic exclusive along with Misery, so I have to hunt down her little partner in crime eventually, but right now I only have her, so I just thought that I should do a review. And let's take a closer look at the box first, and after that I will unbox her and show you her details. So here's a close-up of the box, and as you can see, it's the standard Living Dead Dolls box with the simple black coffin, so nothing interesting about that. And the little plastic lid is the same looking with the shining Living Dead Dolls letters. And the tissue paper for this doll is this really light and faint purple. Actually, I'm not sure if originally it was this like really pastel-y purple, or it's just really old and the color of the paper has faded. Maybe it was sun bleached, I don't know. The doll doesn't have any, thank God, any sun bleached spots, so I'm guessing it just faded over time, or maybe it was this light color. So if you have her and know the answer for that, please leave a comment down below because I would like to know. And this is her little chipboard. We have a picture of her, and it says that only at Hot Topic, and some little blood spots all around, and it says Tragedy. The chipboard poem reads, "Working the hours of dusk to dawn, a wholesomely gothic dark little spawn." Is that the spawn? Yes, spawn. Lurking in the shadows where no one can see, waiting for you, there is tragedy. So yeah, a nice little poem. We don't really know too much about her, only the obvious things, that she is there to cause tragedy and that she is a goth. So maybe we'll know a little bit more of her when we take a look at the DC. So yeah, let me just take her out of the box. So here she is out of the box, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I really love her. And as you can see, she does come with her little death certificate, but she also comes with a little accessory, which I'm really happy about, because I do really miss the accessories from the dolls. I think the the accessories made them more special and more interesting. I don't know, I just really like them. So she comes with this little purse, coffin shaped little silver colored purse, and it says Tragedy on it, as you can see, with purple, and it has a little handle so she can hold it, and you can actually open it, but it's kind of hard, so I'm always afraid that I'm going to break something. I don't know, I just can't really grab it. So you can now see me struggle with it. Come on, I really can't get it open. I don't know why. I may be doing something wrong. I have no idea. It's empty inside, but there we go. Okay, so this is how it looks from the inside. And yeah, nothing special, so I can just close it back in. So yeah, that's her little purse, and now let's take a closer look at her. So starting off, here is a close-up of her pretty little angry, actually pretty scary and angry face, and as you can see, she is a white skin doll, or like a really light gray, but it's more white if you ask me. And you can see that her eyes are purple with black, and she has some purple around her eyes, like purple makeup, and really long eyelashes, but only on the lower side of her eyes. Simple black lipstick, and some really interesting and I don't know, mean looking eyebrows, if I can say that. So she's like really has a little evil or mischievous look on her face. Now her hair is pretty long, and you can see it goes down to her knees, and it's super nice. It's black and super thin, and it has some purple streaks in it, as you can see, and it's really thinly rooted, so you have to style it in a way that her bald spots doesn't show. So I'm not a real fan of that, but otherwise her hair is really beautiful. And as you can see, the purple strands of hair start from here on top of her forehead. So yeah, otherwise the hair is beautiful. Now moving down, as you can see, she has a little black choker around her neck with some little silver studs on it. And by the way, the little choker is sewn onto the doll, so you cannot take it off. It's not with Velcro. She has this nice little black velvet. It's like a thinner velvet dress, and I guess I could call this part a belt, because that's what it reminds me of. And it's made of this fake leather, like PVC material, and in the front you can see that it has this little cross made with ribbons. So it's kind of like laced up, but not really, because it's just a little cross. And she also has some ribbon detail on the sleeves. As you can see, it's kind of like a crisscross design, and it has some little ribbons. It ends in the little ribbons, and actually the little ribbon pieces are pretty long. As you can see, it goes down to the bottom, and it's actually even longer. It goes down to the ground, and I don't know, I just really like this part because I think it looks interesting. And I usually like this kind of fashion. Now her little dress ends in some little black mesh. And by the way, the dress, you can actually take off the dress, it just velcros up the back. Now you may see that she has some black and purple striped stockings, but unfortunately these are not made of material, so these are painted on to her legs, and that caught me by surprise when I opened her, when I got her, because it actually looked like that she has like real stockings, and I'm not a fan when companies make these kind of fake stockings or fake whatever clothing pieces, because I think it's just really cheap from their part, and I just don't like it. But hey, I can't really do anything about it. But yeah, I wish that these were like real clothing pieces and not just painted on. And last but not least, she has some awesome rocker like boots, which we see on a lot of the Living Dead dolls. But one interesting thing about these boots is that they are really sticky. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that they are pretty shiny, and they really are sticky, have a sticky feeling to them, and they get stuck to my fingers. I have no idea what's up with that, because I have never previously experienced such thing with any of the Living Dead dolls. So, and by the way, I did wash them with soapy water and everything, to maybe that I thought that they were really old and that's the cause of it, but no, after they dried they still are sticky like this. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that, because it's pretty annoying. But yeah, so that's about it for this pretty doll. And now let's read her death certificate. So here is her death certificate. It's the old simple looking with the little skull over there and the little Mesco stamp. And it says, I hereby certify that on the 24th day of October 1996 at 4 a.m. tragedy has been pronounced legally deceased. And this is, I think it shows that this doll is really old release, because the newer dolls don't no longer have this little sentence here that blah 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 whatever name says that it has been pronounced legally deceased. So that's really interesting to see now. And the little poem reads: alone in the dark she met her demise, making a pact with the Prince of Lies. Now she has risen a shadowy sage, poised to strike with gothic rage. So she made some kind of pact with probably the Prince of Lies. They are probably referring to the devil or to Lucifer. And you know, maybe she summoned him with a seance or something. So and she made a pact with him, and now she is doomed to this fate where she has to go and cause tragedy, like, I don't know, like a demon or something. That's my theory. But if you have some other thoughts about this, please leave a comment down below, because I would be really interested in reading them. And the morticians are Damian Glanuck and Ed Long as always, and there's a death date. So yeah, pretty interesting. And actually that's about it for this little cool doll here. And again, tell me down below in the comments what do you think of her, and if you have her in your collection, or if you would like to own her. And also, what do you think about Misery, because I really like him and I really want to grab him eventually. And if you liked my review, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more Living Dead dolls and other kind of toy and doll reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!